Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Mr. Ferguson again. I appreciate you stopping by to check out part 2 of our video of Poa versus Tenacity. It's been 6 days now since we sprayed 1,000 square feet area with Tenacity, and so we want to check that out, see if there's any change at all, which obviously I know, but we're going to show you in just a minute, and check on it. And I can also point out while we're here that I went ahead and just sprayed the entire yard because I did like the results of what I saw from that 1,000 square foot test. I went ahead and just sprayed everywhere. I've got 8,800 square foot total in my property here. So being that we had some results, I went ahead and sprayed all of it because I like what I saw. So let's quit the chit chat. Let's go see what happened. Be right back. So here we are, guys, at the section we test sprayed. Here's the edge of my house. We did what we did in the last video. If you saw, we stopped right around here and we did all of this section right here with Tenacity. And like I said earlier, I sprayed the rest of the yard yesterday, so it's not even had time to really take effect. But man, can you tell a difference after 6 days of where the, if you look over in this side of the yard, you can really tell where it's not sprayed, and there's such a defined line right here of the untreated or just treated recently and the treated the last 6 days. So yeah, definitely can tell it's taken effect. And two things really, the Poa, as you see here, is really starting to die out, and you can tell they're getting brown and starting to die. So it's just like what I thought, and a combination from the heat and the Tenacity. It does look like it's killing it off, but it looks like it's slowly working. It's not working as fast as I thought it was, because in areas like here, yeah, you've got some brown, but it is still mostly green, I would say, where in other areas it's just laying down, almost like small animals have been coming and laying in the grass, which I don't think is happening. It's definitely laying down more often. And I'll also show you the fescue, so that the little bit of fescue I do have, it doesn't seem to be affecting that at all. I do have some stuff on the leaves here. I don't know if we can see that. It looks like maybe some rust or stuff, fungicide starting to try to pop up in here. But as far as the Tenacity, it doesn't look like it's affected the fescue, and it's not supposed to, so that's a good sign. Here's what I wanted to show you. Look at the line. I hope you can see this on video, but the line of where we stopped with the Tenacity straight down from the untreated or just recently treated to 6 days ago. Big, huge difference. I can definitely tell in person of that significant line there. And obviously in the back over here, you can tell that's where I have some fescue, and it's really not affected it at all. So definitely can tell that Tenacity's doing some work here, and I'm pretty impressed. Now obviously it's going to look ugly for a while, and some of the non-Poa weeds, you can also tell, have started to turn white. So I did want to show you this. So here's where, I hope you can see that some of these, I don't even really know what kind of weed this is, to be honest with you. I haven't looked it up, but it's starting to turn a very white color on the tip. See if I can fix the camera here. There we go. So it's starting to turn a very bright white. So the tips are. So it's really, that's what I saw in other videos, and it's starting to affect these weeds, which is awesome. So it is supposed to work as a pre-emergent, so that makes sense. So yeah, very happy with one application. I'm sure 2 or 3 would definitely wipe all of this out completely. All right, guys, so I also wanted to go ahead and show you all what I applied and how much I applied when I did this test originally. So the thing I use, obviously, if you've never seen Tenacity, this is Tenacity. Obviously you can look up the label on the internet. It can tell you everything about it. It's included here. But as you see, it's 8 fluid ounces, and very good stuff. It kind of looks like that stuff for poison ivy. I think it was calamine lotion or something like that. Some word like that. I can't remember. I don't get poison ivy very often. But it reminded me exactly of that stuff. And this is the syringe that comes with it. So the really cool part about this, as you see here, it tells you, obviously, I think it's half a teaspoon per 1,000 square feet or per gallon in your sprayer. Well, Tenacity is awesome because they've made it where it tells you how many gallons of water is going in your sprayer. If you've got a 2-gallon sprayer, you literally just use the syringe, fill it up to the 2, stick it in your sprayer and you're good to go. So Tenacity is awesome for doing this. That's how many teaspoons it equals. So obviously 1 teaspoon for my 2-gallon sprayer is what I did. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So they make it really easy to apply the application in the mixture. And then obviously this high yield spreader sticker to make it stick to the POA and to the weeds, so that it obviously dries up and stops the chlorophyll beyond the plant or in the plant, and eventually dries it up. Now, I've only done 1 full application to the entire yard, and I didn't spray the test area again. I only did the other remaining parts of my yard. So anyways, I just wanted to show this to you. I know you can look up other videos, but this is what I've got. And like I said earlier, I believe in the last video, I believe this 8-ounce bottle of Tenacity is right around 68, 69 bucks. But when you're only using, a teaspoon per mix, and you can literally, and most of the time from here on out, I'll only do spot spraying in my yard. But I did want to do 1 blanket spray, so it really lights up the weeds in the yard that it affects. So anyways, just wanted to show that to you real quick. All right, guys, and that's it. So as you can see, Tenacity works. I'm happy with what I saw from just 1 application. It's taken some effect, but you also got to consider that the heat, it's obviously May, it's hot out here. I'm in North Carolina, like I said last video, so we're in the high 70s, low mid 80s right now, so the heat does play a factor as well. But I like what I see. Obviously, like I stated in the last video, my plan this year is to get a quarter aerator from a local company up the road, tear this place up, aerate it, throw down some seed, and then I'll be applying Tenacity to hopefully suppress POA, because obviously, like we talked about last video, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch the first part. The Poa Annua is going to want to germinate the same time we're trying to plant seed, and we don't want that to happen as much as possible. And Tenacity makes it possible to be able to plant seed in my yard, since I failed to do it last year, and also to try to suppress the Poa Annua. So that's the goal. I'll be filming that part for sure when we get to it, and really between now and then, it's obviously summer's coming up, so it's a lot of maintaining, trying to keep the yard from drying out. And I do have like the biostimulants package from NXT or Next Products that I'll be maybe applying throughout the summer here and there. But yeah, guys, so I'm looking forward to the fall. I really am. I'm anxious to see with a good aerating, which I've not done in this yard in a while, and applying the GCI Turf Tall Fescue Blend seed, which is premium seed from Pete over at GCI. Check his channel out. I'm really anxious to get that in the ground and see what it looks like next year. So that's really the what I'm looking for. So again, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Please subscribe if you can to follow along. I won't be doing a ton of videos, but what I can, it's basically just to help the average homeowner like myself learn things as I learn along the way. So thanks for watching.